Greeting from another dimension. Here's the preview of what I might want to show you. First, I forgot to mention of Joseph who kicked me out of this group and what else? Let me see. You know what? I'll mention that later. Anyway, let's get back to it. Here are all the screenshots that's from my friend. It's about the shit Joseph did. Hold on. Hold on. I think. Hold on. Let me just go back up. Yeah. Starts from here. Hold on. No. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That one. And he probably telling everyone to block Zach and report him. So that might be it. And that's enough. I might tell you this in the future, so hang tight. There is more. I might need to tell you this. So make sure you get a popcorn. Wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, make sure you get a popcorn because this video gonna be long, especially after the hell Joseph put us through and what he said against Zach. So that's all for now. This is your Alpha Wolf speaking. Goodbye and take care. Hey guys, this is your Alpha Wolf speaking. Now, prepare for part two, because now I got really something to say against Joseph, because after seeing his true color, he had been going way beyond crossing the line. I mean, he's going too motherfucking far. Sorry, I had to cuss. I had to let that out of my system because I am really pissed off. Everyone saw my face when I'm pissed, but to those of y'all who haven't seen it, well, shit. Hold on. Hold on. I think something's off with this. Why is it taking too long for it to load? Hmm. Let me try this again. Let me let me take off the shade. Ah. Now let's see. Maybe the light from my phone will show you. Consider I'm in the living room. The light isn't. The most requested feature in Once Human is here. Would you stop it? To play this game, but do not like server wipes. We now have permanent servers coming to Once Human. They're calling them non-shutdown servers. It's not. I'm more pissed off of an ad on my phone. You need to shut up. That's how pissed off I really am. And that's my look when I'm not happy. Let me show you why. Again, sorry about that. YouTube, if you watching it, please don't mark it as a copyright claim. My phone ad is being a stupid jerk. Anyway, as I continue, let me turn this camera off, delete this, and get back to the screen. That's how pissed off I really am, and that's how I look when I'm pissed off. So I'm about to show you why I'm pissed off. Hold on. Ugh. This is why I'm pissed off. Not only that, but you might want to look at this. He probably posts this. He probably posts this about Zach telling people to block him or reported him. But let's keep moving. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Ah, this thing not even working right. Hold on. Let me try again. Oh, come on! Knock it out! Trying to. Hmm. Maybe if I can zoom in closer. Hold on. I don't think this is right. But wait a second. Let me try the first paragraph. Now the second paragraph. Hold on. Maybe if I can save this. Maybe if I can save this and get a closer look, I might understand it better. Give me 1 second. Now let me get out this. This one perfect. Now, now, let me put it on full screen, get a closer look. Now let's see what it said. I could see that part looks too good to be true. So I suppose I could visit ZS page, but I might get to that later. Until then, let's get to the rest of the screenshot. I asked him first after the video. Now, back to the screenshot. I'll show you the rest of it. Yeah, I heard you. Ah, now see. Let me see. As you can see, all the shit Joseph saying and his white knight As you can see, he even make a tyrant username Alpha Wolf G Plus look smarter than him, which I am not going to talk about Alpha Wolf G Plus because this is not about him. Now, as for, hold on 1 second. Sorry, my dog's starting to piss me off, making all that whining noise while I'm recording. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah. What? I am recording. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not gonna talk about that other tyrant username, Alpha Wolf G Plus. So I'm about to ignore that. But anyway, if you want to read, then be sure to pause and read. I'm just showing y'all what been going on. So therefore, y'all will know. Hold on. What was I? So therefore, hold on. That's not it. So therefore, hold on. Is this it? Nah. Well, yeah, that might be it. So therefore, y'all will know what's going on and what's about to go down. The fact that Joseph tried to silence people because they called him out for what he did to ZS and Zach, not to mention me. And let me show you. I forgot my last video to show you that he kicked me from this group right here. Hold on, I did show you that early, didn't I? Hold on, let me see. Yep, I did show you. I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed anything else. No, I haven't missed anything. So let's get back to my. Hold on. Maybe it'd be best if I close everything. Is it still? Uh, Hold on. Maybe if I can just hold on. Maybe if I can just now, as I was saying, and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. My video screen share ain't doing anything but just glitching. So ignore that. Anyway, as I was saying, let me see. How many? Oh man, it took longer than I thought. I had to fight this glitch to stop my foot to stop being a jerk. Anyway, as I was saying, Joseph, I don't even know what else to say, but it is safe for me to say that he's been a poor excuse. I mean, take a look at this. I know if I try that again, it might be the same result. So perhaps I can use a better approach. Now I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this because what's irrelevant is saying that ZS have violated the community guideline. It says yes, public disclosure of someone's name without their consent can potentially violate their right, particularly if it causes harm or is used for an explosion purpose. This can be considered a form of misappropriation or invasion of privacy, especially of this disclosure commercial gain. However, the the disclosure is a is a matter of public concern or individual name is already publicity available. It may less of a privacy violation, misappropriation of name, of name or likeness. This legal claim arises when someone uses another person's name, likeness, or other personal attribute without their permission for exploitation purpose. For example, using a name is commercial advertisement without their consent violation. Right of publicity. This right protects individual from unauthorized use of their name, image, likeness, or voice, especially commercial purpose. Invasion of privacy. This involves the public the public disclosure of embarrassing private facts, which is violated when disclosure is not legitimate public concern, public of interest. If if the disclosure is related to matters of public interest, such as news reporting or legal proceeding, it may be less to be considered a privacy violation. Can spam act this act administered by the Federal Trade Commission FTC regulates commercial email does not imply non-commercial bulk email. And I saw Zia's video. None of it is a definition what Joseph saying is violating community guidelines. So therefore, I can say what I have to say. Joseph, if you watching this, how about you grow some balls? I mean, seriously, Joseph, you think that false claim accusation with so-called proof from an AI assist, even a real person have real evidence against you, not the AI against other people, AI don't record what other people do, so therefore it's not an evidence. As a matter of fact, I can check YouTube community guideline and show you that right here, but I'm not gonna do that. Maybe on my other video I might, but until then, that's all I have to say. Everyone take care and watch out for Joseph. He might start another bullshit. So until then, everyone take care, be safe, and stay out of trouble. This is your Alpha Wolf signing out. Bye.